Let's also get in Sameet Chavan on the show. Sameet, it's really a vicious circle. You've got crude oil prices erasing their gains, resuming the fall. The global pressure is mounting on us. What is the strategy on the index and your top picks?
Good afternoon, Avan. We were seeing a strong resistance around 7979, 8000 levels. We were expecting minor profit booking towards 7850, but considering the massive sell-off across the globe, 7850 also got broken. Considering ongoing momentum in the market, we are seeing a few key levels on the downside. 7780 to 7750 would be a crucial support zone for Nifty. If Nifty manages to hold these levels, then we could see a minor bounce back towards 7850. But if Nifty breaks and sustains below 7750, we probably in that case we are heading towards sub 7700 levels. As of now, we are not taking any call in the index. We are just tracking these important levels. We believe that individual stocks are likely to perform. Despite strong sell-off across the broader market, we have a buy call on DLF for a target of 129. The chart structure certainly looks good. Today it has corrected a bit, but we believe that the previous resistance of 117 is now likely to act as a strong support. Thus, we believe that DLF is likely to move towards 129 over the next few sessions. It can be bought by keeping a stop loss at 112.5, and our other recommendation would be to short Cipla. We are seeing a strong resistance in Cipla around 650 660 levels. Stock has corrected today. It has given a breakdown from its support level of 640. Considering the ongoing momentum, we believe that the Cipla is likely to slide further. We have a near-term target of 620 615 on Cipla.
So stay with us, lots more to chat about. Let's also bring on board Megha to talk about some of the important stocks that are standing out in trade. And Megha, first let's start off with Punj Lloyd.
That's right, Aisha. Orders for road companies really have been flowing in thick and fast. Punj Lloyd was the latest one to join the bandwagon this morning. They, in fact, have received 4 highway contracts worth about 1,555 crore rupees. These orders would be executed on EPC basis, and they have been won in the states of Bihar, Chhattisgarh, Orissa, as well as Punjab. In fact, it's a mix of orders being awarded by the NHAI as well as the Ministry of Road and Transportation. So, definite good news coming in for Punj Lloyd, which is holding up quite well in rather weak markets.
That's a call. Punj Lloyd fairly active in trades today, but let's also get in a chart check then. Sameet, what's the call on Punj if you've marked the charts of this one?
See, Punj Lloyd has given a breakout on Friday from its resistance zone of 28 hard up on a closing basis. Volumes were also good. Today it is nearly 4.5% up, but we believe that this move is likely to extend probably towards 33 34 over the next few sessions. It can be a good buy if 29 28 levels, if we see these levels, then probably one can go long by keeping a strict stop loss below 26 on a closing basis, and 34 half would be the target for the near term.
Megha, what's a buzz then with GSFC?
Aisha, the news here is that NHAI may use one of the company's products for in road and infrastructure projects. The product is called Nylon 6. In fact, there have already been successful trials that have taken place in Godhra, and the whole part of the Ahmedabad, the Vadodara highway as well has used this product. In fact, the company's recently exported the first consignment as well to Myanmar. Not just that, some of the other overseas, some of the other overseas locations like Zambia, Uganda, Kenya, as well as in the Middle East, the United Arab Emirates has also exhibited interest in the stock, exhibited interest, in the product, and the stock's active on the back of that.
Okay, GSFC currently at the brink of that 80 level. Mitesh, would you place a trade here?
As a disclaimer, I personally hold this stock. I think this is one stock which is showing signals of some kind of medium-term uptrend with today's breakout. I think it needs to start closing above levels of 80, 81 And I think once that breakout happens, the target on the upside could be 90 possibly, and given some more time, I think around 99 on the upside. So I'm quite positive over here. I think now the stock is unlikely to break below 75, so that could be good stop loss and people can accumulate with that levels. And as I mentioned, I think the highlight is that I personally own the stock, so there's a disclaimer that I have a vested interest over here.
Fair enough, a disclosure and a call coming in on GSFC. Meantime, Megha, it's Jacob, which is a newsmaker today.
Absolutely, once again, and the news that's working out this morning rather is the fact that you've got the Mumbai Trans Harbour link, which is going to be linking Nhava Sheva with Sivri. That has gotten the environmental nod from the coastal regulatory authorities as well as forest clearance as well. It's expected that we'd see the orders for the Mumbai the Trans Harbour link come out by February of March of 2016. 2019 is when this project is expected to be operational, but we will see how that develops really. But the fact is that JCOP is expected, has a fair amount of land in the Navi Mumbai SEZ. So they have about 4,100 odd acres of land on hand, which is available for development. On the back of that, of course, and the revenue potential that can come in from this land development, that's the reason that we've got this stock up about 16% right now.
Right. Well, Jacob, Mitesh, would you really recommend that our viewers trade this one? Jacob, a little bit of a risky proposition, no?
No, I would be quite positive. In fact, yes, I agree that this stock typically is a high beta one and does carry its own set of risks. But I think if you look at the chart pattern, I think the stock has gone, and while it's already gone up by from 50 to about 90, I think it's triggered a trend which should see it get past levels of 110 in the medium term, which is another about 2 to 3 weeks. And I would even look at aggressive targets once 110, 115 is captured decisively.
Okay, that's the call coming in on some of the big movers and shakers. But let's connect with our callers. I'm sure they have lots of queries in a market like this. First up, Arvind from Vizag, Andhra Pradesh joins in. Arvind, welcome to the show. What's your question on Delta Corp?
Yeah, I have 1,000 shares of Delta Corp. I purchased them at the rate of 8. So I'm looking at a long-term perspective. So what can Mitesh advise?
At the rate of 85?
No, at 80.
80. Okay. Mitesh, your call.
See, again, a disclaimer, I personally hold the stock. I'm quite positive on the longer-term pattern over here, which is developing. The first breakout need which the stock needs to give is to get past levels of 90. And I think if it stabilizes above 90, I think the immediate target is 105, 110, and beyond that, the stock will start getting into all-time highs. I think so. Overall, quite a positive pattern. My advice is to hold on, keep a slightly bigger time horizon because this might take some time to develop as the pattern is working out on the longer-term charts. But I think eventually, once 90 is taken out, then 105, 110 can happen in a matter of 5 to 6 weeks, and then beyond that, I think the stock might enter into a trend which could last for a number of months to come.
Okay, there you have it. That's the advice coming in on Delta Corp. Perhaps another risky proposition, but nonetheless, Mitesh is pretty bullish. He's saying it could touch levels of 105 to 110. Next up, we've got Arvind's query, which is on MPS. So, Arvind, take us your query.
I bought MPS recently when it was at 760. So I was looking for a short-term target, but I couldn't sell it at 800. So what could be the short-term target on that?
Mitesh, the stock currently at about 770 thereabouts. What's the call?
I think MPS, the important support level is around 720, 715. So sell if it breaks below these support levels of 720, 715. In case the stock manages to hold and starts to move up, then I think I would look at a price target of 1,000 in the next 6 to 8 months. But for the time being, remember on the downside, the risk will come below 720, 715. So you must exit and take a minor loss if those levels break.
Okay, Mitesh, good chatting with you today as always, and we're going to take a very quick break then on that note. When we come back, more on the markets.